Hi everybody. So I'm making today's video about breathing, specifically a breathing technique called Ujjayi breath, or pranayama as they call it in Sanskrit. Making this because from my observations from teaching many classes, many people, I realized that I probably can say confidently the majority of people don't really know how to breathe properly, okay? Optimally in their yoga practice. Okay, so very briefly, why do we want to breathe? Well, obviously you're breathing or you wouldn't be here watching the video, but you want to breathe really consciously in yoga. So that means slowly and deeply, basically, right? And there's a few reasons why you want to do that in yoga. So one is it helps to heat up the body from the inside. So it heats up gets our circulation going, it heats up the muscles so that we can practice safely. Two is that it gives us more energy. So when we draw the breath in deeply, especially into the bottom of the lungs, really that's where more of the blood supply is. It can really start to carry the oxygen throughout the body, right? And exchange the waste that we need to expel. And then thirdly, the sound of the breath and the experience of the breath, when we can keep it really steady in practice, no matter what is going on in the practice, it could be something really challenging, then we can stay really calm and focused, right? And so there's I'm sure there's more reasons we could talk about, but those are the main ones I would say. Right? So how to? So Ujjayi breath they call it the victorious breath. Basically, it's a sounded breath. My teacher, David Robson, would call it free breathing with sound. Okay? So I know you know how to do it. Everybody has the capability to do it, because if you can whisper, then you can do Ujjayi breath. Right? So it takes just the awareness and the ability to be able to tighten or engage the vocal cords a little bit, right? So without getting really specific about anatomy, it doesn't matter. We all know how to whisper. So if I was to say something like, I'm gonna do Ujjayi breathing now, it's kind of like that. Sounds weird, but it's that action of constricting the vocal cords. Right, so how do we do that when we're breathing? One thing I do with students is I ask them to put the hand up in front of the mouth, and usually we start with the mouth open at first, so the vocal cords are open. Take a big breath, inhale, and then try to fog up the hand with your warm breath, ha. Okay. So you can try with me if you like. Ready? Inhale, mouth open wide, and then a big ha into the end. So you can feel the warm breath, right? So then we continue the next round without opening the mouth. Same idea, breathing in as if the mouth is open, making the HA sound with the mouth closed. So I'm not sure if you could hear it on the video, but I'll do a few rounds and you can practice with me if you like. So in and out as if you're breathing with the mouth open, and ha on the exhale. So the idea is, if you're doing it with me, you should be able to notice the breath automatically is lengthened and slowed down, right? So maybe one more little tip that I find very helpful in yoga is how or where to send the breath in the body, right? So of course it goes in through the nose, fills your lungs, right? But there's a lot of, I see, unnecessary up and down movement of the chest and the shoulders when people breathe, if they don't know about, breathing, how to breathe in yoga, right? So what we don't want to see, or what I prefer not to see, is this kind of breathing. Of course I'm exaggerating, but that kind of thing, right? Where we want to feel the breath, or directionally speaking, is more of a sideways, a lateral breath. So another thing I'll get students to do sometimes is just to take their fingers around the rib cage, so not to the waistline, but just right here underneath the chest. I'm just going to not manipulate the rib cage, but just feeling, okay? So we're just placing the hands there as markers. And then just watching my hands, or you can also do it yourself at the same time. Feel the hands, watch the hands as they move away on the inhale and come together on the exhale. So with the Ujjayi breath, inhale. So that's the idea for today. A couple of tips. Try when you practice next time in your yoga practice, but you know what? You don't even have to be doing yoga. You could do that anytime. Driving, you're sitting there somewhere, anywhere. Just keep practicing that. It's a really good technique for self-calming, for increasing your energy, just for clarity to stay focused, right? So hope that's helpful. And subscribe to my channel. Remember to do that. Namaste, everybody.